Put your hands together for Dan Bosco.
Going to go a little bit longer. I was going to dance, but okay. So I should use this. Hi, how's it going, guys? Good. Thanks for sticking around. I'm the last speaker, so if you guys have stuck with us this long, just bear with me during this speech, and when I'm done, you get to go. You're free. So big round of applause for everybody who just spoke. All 9 of those people were fantastic. Okay, so that introduction was super thorough, but I'll reintroduce myself. I am Dan Bosco, the owner and head coach of Windsor CrossFit. Like Sierra had mentioned, we have over 300 plus people. We have 15 staff members and our team that I'm super proud of, and I'll talk about in nauseam a little bit later. We've contributed over the last 5.5 years of being open, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the community in terms of charities and working with other businesses. The thing that I'm most proud of is that we have thousands of people who have been in and out of our box, and that's thousands of success stories and lives changed. So that is the single thing I am most proud of at this moment. So I'm happy about that. Now, my speech is kind of split into 2 parts here. I'm just going to bore you with a little bit of my story, and then hopefully I can give you like 3 take-home points that you can use, not just in business. And if you are, an entrepreneur or an owner or a manager or something like that, these are direct take-home tips. But just even on a personal level as a human being, because that's really how we're going to function. It's not, I'm going to the gym, I'm the onyr, I'm Dan. This is me, I'm Dan, this is who I am as a human being, and hopefully that's good enough to run this business properly. So anyways, who am I? I'm a leader, I'm a boyfriend, a son, a brother, a friend, I'm a janitor, I'm a marketer, I'm a counselor, I'm a manager, I'm a therapist. Tomorrow I have goal tracking all day from like my Windsor CrossFit members now. I think some of you are signed up. I think I'm becoming a part-time actor for Moonjump. I want to give them a big round of applause. They kill our videos. Thank you, Jendo. And finally, I'm a father of over 300 plus children at the gym, and of 1 French bulldog named Kingston. It's grown on me quite a bit. So, I value things like hard work, mindfulness, compassion, humor, having fun, trust, honesty, mistakes. I value mistakes, action, being physical, intellectual, emotional, and above all, just being a real human being. Some of my heroes are my parents who are here tonight. Thank you guys for everything you've done. My mother, my father, my sister Lauren, my girlfriend Katie. Some kind of side note heroes here: Sam Harris, Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, Greg Glassman, who have all influenced my life and to a degree as well. My Windsor CrossFit team, some of them are here. Thank you guys. We have over 15 of us now who are either full-time, part-time, or partners with us in our services. So thank you. All of our members are my heroes, and they really are. All the hard-working people of Windsor and all the entrepreneurs, you have a very special spot in my heart because I know what it's like. I know the grind. Also Batman and Superman, but don't ask me to pick which one I like more. It's like picking my parents, and I think it depends on my mood. If I'm in a bad mood, it's like, oh, I like Batman. If I'm in a good mood, I'm like, yeah, no, Superman, he's a great guy. So anyways. So tonight is Cultivating with Passion, and I think it's a beautiful title, and it's a completely appropriate title in that if you are an entrepreneur and if you're just living, your life in a positive way, you need that passion. I believe my story and everyone else who came on stage, and probably most of you here tonight, kind of share in that thought process as well. Some people would describe me as passionate. I prefer that to an up and down, goddamn emotional roller coaster who's happy one day and angry the next. So yeah, passionate works. Thank you. I'll take it. So to kick off, I learned a lot of valuable lessons young in my life from obviously my parents, but outside of that, high school football was a big influence in my life. It taught me some of the key things that I use today in my role. It was my first opportunity to foster passion and to be a leader. So today I use those tools on the daily basis at Windsor CrossFit. I was the captain for 5 years, and I think that translates through to what I'm doing today. And I won the Most Dedicated Award 4 years straight. And I was so pissed every year I won that damn Most Dedicated Award, because I'm like, that's just like, okay, you're not the MVP, but you try really hard, good for you. And you know, at the time I was like, damn it, Most Dedicated again. But now I look back, and I couldn't be more proud of that. Like, I'm like, that means a lot. You know, the coaches saw something, and I think it's directly translated to kind of where I'm at now. In college and university, I used that opportunity to prove to myself that I could actually be smart and be the A student, and I did prove that to myself in college and university. High school and grade school were just a lot of fun, and I have no regrets. So my passion at that time in college and university expanded to my course selection and program selection. So it kind of translated from being a leader on the football field to, okay, I'm getting very passionate about the body, about people, about physiology, anatomy, things like that. And again, I think it shined through in the grades I was accomplishing then. So it translated to that. I was in high school college and university for a bit. I bumped around from pre-health sciences at the college to trying to get into paramedics. After that, I ended up getting into nursing, and then I did it for a few years, did the practical. By the way, nurses, power to you, because seriously, that is tough stuff. Long days, long hours. We have a lot of nurses as members too, and they're always coming in, bags under their eyes, still coming to kill a CrossFit workout. I'm like, good for you, for real. So anyways, bumped around from that. Ended up in human kinetics, which makes sense to where my mind was going at the time. You know, I didn't know how that would manifest itself, though. I didn't know if I wanted to be a firefighter, a paramedic, if I wanted to be a registered nurse, a phys ed teacher, a physiotherapist. But I knew all of those things, regardless of what it was, all had a few kind of core common things in common, which was, you know, being physical to a degree, the human physiology, teaching, and most importantly, making people better and helping. And my role today kind of directly reflects that. So for work, I would work, you know, through university and through college. I had a lot of different jobs. Most of them were fun. I really started getting serious, though, about my personal training job when I was in university. I did that for about 3 years at kind of like a big box local gym. And I learned a lot about the body, a lot about training, a lot about physiology, and I also learned a lot about running like a mini business. That was a great experience for me, because there was a good degree of autonomy with being a personal trainer, and it allows you to take your group of however many clients and manage them, and you get to see, like, firsthand how to deal with people, how to communicate with them, their problems, their goals, their wants, their needs, and it's on you. It's not on the management of the gym. It was on me to make sure that they were happy, and the better I performed, the better I did. When I had shitty times, well, my clients would drop off and I would lose them. So that really opened my eyes to, you give what you get in work, and I'm a big believer in that. So I got, and I was on a mission, and I really enjoyed that time. And it happened quickly at a supposedly kind of shitty gym where you don't get many clients. But I had close to the most at that gym. I think there was like a guy who was there forever who was, son of a bitch. So anyways, it's no secret, having hard work, being a people pleaser, and understanding people on an intuitive level, and having high communication skills, I think kind of put me ahead of the game in the personal training realm. So now, enter Windsor CrossFit. This is when Windsor CrossFit enters the story, or just CrossFit at first. So I was busy, and I needed to find out how to keep my clients satisfied. So I did what any good researcher would do nowadays. I went on the internet, Google, and I was just trying to figure out the most recent, the most advanced kind of training philosophies. And all of a sudden, boom, there it was in my face, like nothing else has ever been, CrossFit.com. And it was a Greg Glassman. Greg Glassman is the founder of CrossFit. It's out of California. And this was probably 7 years ago now. And it was a Greg Glassman video. And he was talking about this crazy fit guy, I think his name was Greg Odmanson or something like that, and he could deadlift 500 pounds, and he could run a 5-minute mile, and he could climb ropes without his legs. And at the time, it's like, if you're in the fitness industry, you're like, no, you can't do that. You're either supposed to only deadlift 500 pounds, or run a fast mile, or climb ropes without your feet. You can't do all three. So that was revolutionary at the time. Now that is fitness at this point. It's like, you gotta be able to do everything, and that is CrossFit, by the way. Don't let them trick you. That was very much CrossFit. But anyways, so that called to me, and I thought that was very impressive. So then, I was watching videos, reading articles, watching videos, reading articles at work, at the place where I worked, for over 6 hours. And I called my girlfriend at the time, and I'm like, yo, listen, there's this thing called CrossFit. You get in crazy good shape. I'm doing CrossFit, you're doing CrossFit, my clients are doing CrossFit, and not only that, but there's this thing called the CrossFit Games, and I am going to the damn CrossFit Games. And now I'm retired, but I got relatively close. Relatively. Penny. So anyways, then, the next natural thing, because I love CrossFit so much, I needed to learn. So I Googled CrossFit gyms in Windsor. Nothing came up. I think there was a small Facebook group with Lily. She's been with us for over 5 years now. Her husband had, and it's like, oh, CrossFit in Windsor, let's meet in the back alleys and do wall ball shots. So that was kind of cool. She's still with us, which is awesome. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, this is it. The culmination of my life has led me to this point. Who better than me to open the first CrossFit gym? So there you have it. Passion, meet opportunity. Opportunity, meet timing. And timing, meet the right person. And then the rest, as they say, is history. Okay? So 7 years later, here I am. Windsor CrossFit is thriving. We've been in business for 5.5 years. The first 1.5 years were hard work with Sabrina DeMarco from the CYBF. We had to get that loan. I had to put in the bookwork time to do that, make a business plan, do presentation after presentation, go home and cry, and my mom thought I was just such a little bitch. But, so what are you doing, Daniel? Get out of the basement. Jesus. Just go impress them. And then I did. So thanks. So anyways, it's been crazy, and I've hated it, and I've loved it more than anything else. But this is a cultivating with passion speech. So I'm not going to, or rather I'm going to forego all the success strategies and stuff like that we've used over the years to get our success. I'll save that for Sierra's next event, which is going to be YQG Talks. It's going to be entitled Cultivating with Systems. So Sierra, when you're ready for that, give us a call. But the only thing I need to say about the last, 5.5 years is big thanks to my sister Lauren. Not only is she passionate, but she's organized, and she's a workhorse, and if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be where we are today. So Lauren, thank you. Okay, so now, second half. I want to give you guys a few, hopefully, and I'm not preaching or anything here, you can take this or you could leave it. I want to hopefully give you guys a few take-home points that maybe you can use in your day-to-day life, or any work that you're in, or any businesses that you manage or own or run. And as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, this is probably going to be Windsor CrossFit's mission statement. So Lauren, I hope you brought your laptop and you're taking notes. So number one thing that I've learned over the last 5.5 years of doing this is chase excellence. Okay, chase excellence. And chase excellence with a blinding and a relentless pursuit of it. Don't chase money, okay? Because if you chase money, it's a trap and it's a pitfall and you lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing. So chase excellence. Every day, every morning, every night, you need to ask yourself, what can I do to make this better? And that's the word. Whatever it is that you're doing, it doesn't matter. You can apply this to every aspect of your life. What can I do to make this better? Okay? And that manifests itself in buying that extra piece of equipment. It manifests itself in sending that thank you card or that thank you email or picking up, phones, call. I don't like email, text, or phones. If I'm going to talk to somebody, I'm going to try to meet you face to face and let you know how I feel and let you know what's up. And really, it goes a long way. It manifests itself in having clean bathrooms, day in and day out. Okay, so chase excellence, try to be better. It's a constant, unending service to your clients, to your products, whatever it may be, that's endearing, enduring, and it ends up being a defining relationship, okay, for you and for them. Okay, the second point of 3, so I don't scare you guys with 10 points. The second point is understand the truth, value, and caring economy. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm sure I watched some sort of inspirational video and heard that, but if it's not, I'm stamping that right now. That's trademarked. The truth, value, and caring economy. There's no more secrets. Okay, there's no more secrets. They're all gone. The internet changed everything. Everything has changed because of the internet. So you can't hide anything. There's no more secret sauce. Everybody knows what the secret sauce is. And not only do we know what the secret sauce is, there's amazing videos online that are going to show you how to make the secret sauce if you really want to make it. But that's the key. You got to really want to make it. So if you're a motivated individual and you have all the information you need at your fingertips, why do we need anyone else? Why do you need a Windsor CrossFit? Why do you need a Windsor CrossFit? Why do you need that local guy? You could buy the equipment. It's very simple equipment. You can set it up in your garage, okay? And not only that, you can watch videos and follow training programs from the world leader in CrossFit programming. You could do that. But don't fret, okay? If you're a local person, you need to position yourself as the expert. And not in a sleazy way, because again, there's no more secrets, and if you do it in a sleazy way, you're gonna get caught and you're gonna fall. You have to do it in a very genuine way. You have to become that expert, okay? And if you set yourself up as that local expert, and you keep grinding and you keep putting yourself out there, eventually that motivated person who bought all those thousands of dollars of equipment and set up their garage gym and are killing it, they fade. And it's hard. It's a tough thing to do on your own. And again, I'm using CrossFit as the example, but we can apply this to almost anything. And then they're going to be kind of in a shitty mood one night. They're going to be on the internet, and they're going to be like, damn, I like that video that Moonjump made for Windsor CrossFit. And I'm gonna seek them out because they're the local expert, and I need help. And it's okay. We all need help, and that's a good thing. And it's what keeps the economy going. Somebody comes to me, I help them achieve what they're going to do, and they pay me. And around we go. And it's a beautiful thing. So, I kind of got on a tangent there. Thanks for the laughs. I always like the laughs. Okay, so, the next thing, be honest. Tell the truth, okay? Don't lie to people. They're going to see through you eventually. The truth is your sword in your shield, in business, but not just in business, but in life. So believe in it and use it. The truth today is it's sought after, it's rare, and it's a hot commodity. And people are refreshed when they encounter somebody who speaks the truth. So value the truth and use it every day. Don't hide anything, don't bullshit people. Just be honest and be real. Provide value, I talked about that. Now, you need to care. And I believe if you're doing the first and the second, if you create value, if you're telling the truth, you need to care. And you need to care really, and you need to care deeply, and not just say you care. and that shines through. And you can't just care about your outcome, because you'll get caught up in that cycle. You need to care about the client, the product, or the service. Okay? Tip 3, it starts with you. Okay? It starts with you. Not your employees, not your parents, not the shitty city that you're in, not whatever it is, the dog that's barking all night. It starts with you. And the more you can absorb that and believe that, the better off you're going to be. So you need to stop, take a long look in the mirror, and again, you can use this moving forward either in life or in business, whatever it may be. And you need to take a look at your soul, so to speak. And you need to ask some seriously tough and uncomfortable questions that you've been avoiding for a long time. And this doesn't have to be serious stuff. It could be serious stuff, or it could be very surface level stuff. Oh, am I a confrontational person, like at work? I don't know. Ask yourself that question. You might not like the answer, but if you don't like the answer, that's okay. Take that answer, take what you got, chew it over, and tackle it, and fix it. You need to face your inner demons, conquer them. Before you help somebody burn off any of their dead wood, you need to burn off yours first. And again, it could be some serious stuff, or some surface level stuff. Okay, I'm almost done. I swear. So, before you build that company, before you manage that team, before you sell those products, start with yourself, sort yourself out, and take extreme ownership of yourself. Because that will directly translate to the rest of your life. If Windsor CrossFit fails, it's because I failed. If Windsor CrossFit succeeds, it's not only because I succeeded, but I was able to bring up a group of individuals who can succeed with me. So that's important. This is obvious for coaches, managers, owners, etc., but it's a personal thing, and my biggest piece of, and it is my biggest piece of advice. Mirror first. It's scary, it hurts, but if you can live there, it's empowering, and it's more empowering than anything else that you can kind of mask. So I just want to say a little quote from my pal Jordan Peterson. If you want to change the world, start with yourself and work outward. You build confidence that way. How can you change the structure of an entire economic system if you can't keep your room organized? It's a valid question. So, in terms of action with people who have that mindset tends to just happen. They don't have to think about it anymore. They don't have to plan too hard. They don't have to buy agenda after agenda and throw it away. They've set their mind straight for themselves, therefore other people around them, and action just happens. It's now a byproduct of who you are as a person. Finally, what does all this have to do with Windsor? Everything. Everything. Everything I just said has everything to do with Windsor. I am Windsor, and Windsor is me. My story, all the other speakers' stories, and most of your stories are Windsor. It's a tale of hard work. It's a tale of ups and downs. It's a tale of chasing excellence. It's a tale of success, failure. It's an honest city with integrity and people who take ownership for their actions. We get things done in Windsor. So Windsor is a story about cultivating with passion and with all the awesome, young and old, driven, dedicated people I saw here tonight. Windsor's future is as bright as it's ever been. And on my final closing note, for you and for Windsor, do these things. Meditate. Take up something new. Be physical. Be uncomfortable. Read. Listen to people. Consume media about wisdom, emotional intelligence, and about self-understanding. Carry a heavy load and always serve others.